What is up, my dudes? Today, I just wanted to make this video because when the day comes, which is Saturday the 25th, I believe. Yeah, Saturday the 25th, 1 week from today. When this day comes, I want people to know what's going on, how to go about the tournament, what in the world is happening. This is an explanation video, what you need to know for the tournament. Now, I've got a list of things that I've written down on my phone so that I can remember what the heck I'm going to talk about. First of all, if you've never played Search and Destroy before, there are a multitude of videos on the YouTube, on any of the internet websites that you find when you type in what is Search and Destroy on Call of Duty. It's pretty easy to figure out. If you don't know what it is, you might want to look at it before you play in the tournament. But I think most people probably know what Search and Destroy is. So the tournament format. I hate doing a one and done, which means single elimination. Like if you lose a game, you're out. I hate doing that because so much of Search and Destroy can be just luck and like timing, and like if you lose once, that I don't know, I just don't think that it shows like truly your, not necessarily your skill level, but I think you understand what I mean. It's just it's not good. A single elimination bracket is not good, so we're doing a double elimination bracket. In order to keep the length of time down to where it's not like hours and hours of playing in a tournament, we're going to do winner's bracket will be a best of 3. So you're in the winner's bracket, you're playing 3 maps. It'll be whoever, like if you win the first one, you win the second one, then you win and you move on in the winner's bracket. When you drop to the loser's bracket, it's a best of 1. So you only play 1 map. If you lose, you're out. If you win the map, you move on in the loser's bracket. I think this is the best way to do it so that we can save time. If we do all best of 3s, it's just going to take a really long time. And I know not everybody's like super pumped, like as excited about this as I am. So I don't want to make it extremely long and annoying for those who don't enjoy it as much. Second thing is how to set up the game. So on the website, the tournament website, which you guys should all have a link to, there are rules for the tournament. Just like right when you click on the page, the first thing that should pop up should say tournament rules, and then it'll have the bracket underneath. But the tournament rules are, the tournament, everybody is randomly seeded. Like I said, I think there's like maybe 14 or 15 people as of right now. Some people might back out. We might get some extra people, who knows. Randomly seeded. The seed closest to the first seed will host the map. So everybody's gamer tags will be in there, like in the bracket. Like when you look at who you're playing, it should have their gamer tag next to it. So send them a friend request if you're not already friends with them, and then whoever is the closer seed to seed 1 will host the map. So if you're a 2 seed and they're a 4 seed, invite them, and then you'll play the first map on your host, the second map will be on their host, and then the third map will be on your host again if necessary. The host team will be UNSA. There's 2 teams to pick from when you load up the game, UNSA and SDF. Host will always be UNSA. All the maps will be on the bracket, so you'll look to the bracket. The website is going to be pretty critical as far as information goes for the tournament. You're going to want to have that up, be looking at that. You're gonna want to have that pulled up while you're going throughout Saturday. So you'll choose the map. Let's just go through this, make it easier for you to see. So let's say first map is Retaliation. Obviously you'll click Retaliation. So to choose the mode, the game setup says step 1, choose the correct map, which we already did. Step 2, choose CWL Search and Destroy game mode. So you'll click mode and you'll go to the right by clicking R1. It says it at the top there, CWL, and then search and destroy, obviously. Step 3 is open game rules, so right here. Step 4 is press square to unlock the rules. So yes, we want to unlock the rules. And then step 5 is go to gameplay, which is at the top here, by hitting R1, and find the tab payload score modifier. We're going to change that. It starts at 8. We're going to change that to a 9.5. It's originally intended for a 4v4 setting, so obviously when you're playing 4v4 you're going to be getting a lot more kills. Like you can get up to 4 kills in one round, as compared to a 1v1 you can only get 1. So this will it pretty much just multiplies by each kill and bomb plant. It multiplies how much juice, or whatever you want to call it, charge towards your payload will be. So we're going to put that at 9.5. And that is all you have to do to set up the game. Then you're ready. You can pick your teams in the lobby by hitting R1 and L1. It'll UNSA, so if you're host, go to UNSA, and if you're not host, go to SDF. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is show you guys what classes I have. For anyone who isn't like super sure on, like if you haven't played the game and you don't know what the good guns are or what the a good class setup is, I just want to show you mine so that you're aware of like what you need to be doing. So first of all, starting with select combat rig, you're gonna pretty much pick one of the two here, Merc, and you'll want reactive armor, which is like a kinetic armor. It gives you extra health, pretty much is what that does. And then you can either do shockwave or man at arms. That's just up to you. I usually use shockwave. And then the other one is Phantom, which will be active camo, which is obviously just a camo that you get. And then you'll want to use rear guard for this. The other two are banned. And then I'm just gonna scroll through my classes. You can pause the video to look at the classes. But I use this one. This is my main NV4 class. And then I have these other two. This one is almost, I never use this for search and destroy. This is for just respawn game modes. This is my main K-bar class. It's pretty much the same as the NV4, other than just a few of the attachments on the gun. And then this is my sniping class. And then I have an E-Red class. This is the main one that I use. But I also have these classes. And then score streaks, I'll use a Scarab, a Trinity Rocket, and a Bombardment. So like I told you guys in if you read the Facebook, like the invite for the tournament, 1v1 search and destroy is so random. Like you can maybe have like a few strategies, but apart from gun skill, if you both see each other, that's really the only time that gun skill, like accuracy, or any of that will even come into play. Most of the time, people won't even get in gunfights. I would say maybe 75% of the time it's just one person will see another person from behind and kill them, and that'll be the end of the round. So like I said in the Facebook invite, it doesn't matter if you're awful at this game, if you've never played it, you have a chance of winning really any of the matches that you play. Max, my roommate Max, I point right back there because that's where his desk is. He had never even played this game before, and we did a tournament like a couple weeks ago. There were just like 6 of us that played, and 6 or 7. He got third though. It was like the other guys that lost to him were pretty upset because they're like, he's never even played before, and he hadn't played. Obviously, I've said that like 4 or 5 times now, but it was just funny to see Max win because he didn't know at all what he was doing, but he was getting kills, and it was ridiculous to watch. So don't go into this thinking you're gonna lose, because you can win any of them. This is something that I want to talk about real briefly. I've thought about doing a prize for whoever wins this. I don't expect to win this. I think I'm capable of it, but like I was just explaining, there's so much of it that's timing and luck based. Like, it's just so random, and like I can't expect to win just because I'm like a good Call of Duty player. So with that being said, I've thought, why not, let's do a prize. Let's do a prize for the tournament. This is completely open. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to. But I thought it'd be cool if everybody just like chipped in $1. The winner gets $15 maybe. Like, that's cool for them. And it's just $1. Like, it's just $1. If you don't want to pay $1, don't pay $1. It's not a big deal. Like, it's just not a big deal. I'll probably throw in $1. So whoever wins will at least get $1. Just let me know if you guys would enjoy like the thought. If you enjoy the thought of winning the tournament and getting a little bit of money, just let me know. Let me know, because I want to know if anybody else would consider just like throwing in $1 or something. How to report the scores. So everybody needs to make an account on this website so that you can report your scores. It's going to be a lot easier if you win a match and you just go to the website and just like put in your score. It's a lot easier to do that than everybody sending me text messages saying like I won, and then I have to go do this while it's not a big deal. If that's what I have to do, I can do that. But if you guys would make an account on the link that's in the Facebook invite, I'll also link it in the description to this video. If you guys would just make an account and sign up for the tournament, if you haven't already, you should be able to go on to the bracket while we're playing, and then you can report your own scores, and it'll move people on to the next round in the bracket and so forth, blah blah blah. I just wanted to mention that so people weren't asking like, okay, I won, like what do I need to do, all that. Okay, last thing, I want to just go through everything that's banned. It is on the bracket. If you go there, like I said earlier, the tournament rules is there. But I just want to go through all the restrictions just real quick so that there's no mix-ups. This was the biggest thing in the other tournament that we had. People weren't paying attention to their combat rigs. If you're not going to use your combat rig, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you're not going to, then it doesn't matter. But I'll just go through all the things that are banned. So you can use, the only thing here that you can use is, okay, first of all, I think I have it on here. Yeah, any payload weapon. So if it's a weapon like the claw or the steel dragon, like don't use the weapons. You're not even gonna get it in the game, so just don't even use it. So let's go back to the top here. First thing, so you can use overdrive, and the only trait you can use is resupply. For Merc, reactive armor is the only thing you can use, and you can use mana arms or shockwave. Synaptic is banned completely. You can't use this character at all. FTL, you can only use FTL jump. And then the trait, you can only use power slide. Striker, you can only use the Centurion and the trophy drum. And then Phantom, you can only use active camo and the rear guard. Let's see, the weapons. No LMGs are allowed. No shotguns are allowed. No classic weapons are allowed. No variant weapons are allowed. So, like on my sniper, or it's easier on like this. So, if I have this K-bar that, like a headshot kill grants a small bonus meter to your payload, or a small bonus to your payload meter, whatever. You can't use that. Just don't use these, because like reduced idle sway when aiming down sights, like it's just cheap. It's not. I'm going based off of like the actual competitive rules. They don't use the variants. Don't use the variants, please. Let's see here. Okay, so all of the lethals are banned except for a cluster grenade and a flechette. And then all tacticals are banned except for a jammer grenade. As far as perks go, you can use any perk. Perks are fine. Score streaks, you cannot use UAV. You cannot use counter UAV. You cannot use the drone package. You cannot use the vulture. I think that's... You cannot use advanced UAV. Other than that, you can use any of it. Once you get past bombardment, though, you're really probably not going to get anything in search and destroy, even if you go like 6-0 or whatever. Okay. And then I think the last thing is you cannot use overkill. So if you are doing a sniper class and you want like an ERAD or like a submachine gun or whatever for your secondary weapon, you can't use overkill. It's banned. You can't use it. Wow, what did I have for that? Quick draw, I hope? I don't know. So I think that's it for everything. I will have the maps posted for each round, what maps you'll be playing. Like I said, everything will be on the website, so just look to that for any information when you are... That's kind of a cool camo. For any information when we start the tournament. I hope you guys have fun with this. I'm excited for it. I hope all these people that are signed up can actually play. Should start next Saturday, the 25th, March 25th, around 12 Eastern. I think everybody that would be playing would be on Eastern time. So, like I said, I hope you guys have fun. It is in the tournament rules. You have to have fun. Players are required to have fun, and it's also required to trash talk your opponent. So send them messages before. You know the drill. Trash talk your opponent. It's easy. You've been doing it since you were 12. All right. I hope that cleared any questions that you had up. I hope that cleared up any questions that you had. I think that's the correct way to say it. I'll put descriptions I'll put links in the description for anything that needed links. So check the description for the video. I hope you guys have fun in this tournament. I know I'm going to have fun in it. Win or lose. Best of luck to all of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.